I've always wanted to do that. Popeye, move over, take your spinach with you, make room for the queen of greens. And guess what we're talking about? Kale.
Yeah, this leafy green veggie is growing in popularity, mostly due to its health benefits. It's packed with nutrients, and it's a natural way to lower cholesterol and fight cancer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff there. Now, the sturdy texture of kale makes some people wonder how you cook with it. Well, we're going to show you how today.
Kale. It's loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, and phytonutrients known to fight cancer.
Isn't it a superfood?
But it also has another reputation.
That's kind of bitter.
That's where sous chef Macy McNeely comes in with a delicious way to serve up the queen of greens.
Even though it's kind of bitter, you can still make it taste good.
First up, yellowtail snapper with kale pesto.
So what I'm doing right now is destemming the kale. You want to heat up your pan while you're doing this.
Add garlic and your choice of raw nuts. Add kale and let it cook for 30 seconds.
You just want to kind of wilt it and get a little color.
Place shallots, parsley, basil, mint, and the kale mixture in a blender with a little olive oil.
So I'm also going to add some agave, which also is helping with the bitterness of the kale.
Next, grab your filleted fish.
I'm going to go ahead and sear it, flip it, top it with the pesto. So once I get that coated, I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the oven. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and work on my pasta.
Cut these veggies for the orzo, and don't forget the garlic. Sauteed together, add kale, orzo.
So you always want to taste while you go.
Add roasted sweet potatoes, and you're done.
It has some nice, vibrant colors. I think it's very nice for summer.
And there you have it. Yellowtail snapper with kale pesto and sun-dried tomato, sweet potato, and red kale orzo.
Well, another reason to switch to kale, just 1 cup of raw kale packs more than 100% of your daily requirements of vitamins A, C, and K.
The leafy greens also have lutein, which helps to keep eyes and vision healthy. So let's put the Greefy Lean Superfood to the test.
All right, we're going to do the thing.
Okay, today we are going to make a sun-dried tomato, sweet potato, and red kale orzo, and
what we just saw. So we're going to make
kind of a variation. We're not going to have the fish. This is something that is a little simpler than what we just saw. So first of all, we're going to start off with our ingredients, and what you need for this dish. Of course, you're going to need some orzo, a Vidalia onion, carrots, 3 sliced radishes, sun-dried tomatoes, red kale leaves. We have green kale, sweet potatoes, garlic cloves chopped, olive oil, balsamic oil, lemon, toasted nut mix, and Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put you to work right now. So what I'm going to have you do is cut up some things. Not quite yet. You can just put that down over there.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up a pan with a little bit of olive oil.
I'm cutting up.
And you are cutting. I want you to slice up the carrots, slice the radishes, and then cut up the garlic.
Gotcha.
All right.
What I love is you actually trust me with sharp implements. I think that is awesome.
And I'm going to put some olive oil in this pan, because what I'm going to do while you're doing that is I'm going to saute some onions.
Okay, I want to ask you a stupid question. Am I chopping this or just slicing it? Does it matter?
You're slicing.
Okay.
Yeah, however you like it.
I like it without my fingers in it. That's how I like it.
Well, I think I speak for everyone when I say I like it without your fingers too.
Do you like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen?
If I have the time to spend in the kitchen.
Right.
You know, sometimes when I get home from work, I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. That's when I need to spend time in the kitchen, because I need to feed my family.
That's the deal. Well, does this family go in there with you?
No.
Doesn't happen that way.
No, it doesn't always happen that way.
Zach is a marvelous cook.
He is.
He really does wonderfully. He actually is very, very good in the kitchen.
Now, do you cook with kale?
I got to admit, I've never tried to cook with kale.
You know what? We have been trying to incorporate kale into our diet a little bit more, and one thing that we have been trying is kale chips, which is really easy. And basically, I mean, I can tell you how to make that right now. You just take your kale and you chop it up, and you put you toss it in a little bit of olive oil, and then put your favorite seasoning on it, and
kale chips.
And then put it in the oven for a little bit.
Never heard of kale
chips.
chips.
I'm going to go ahead and put the carrots in now that you're done. Do you like how I just stuck my hand near your knife?
I'm waiting. Yeah, if I don't cut myself, I'm going to cut you. Keep this up.
All right, so we're going to put the carrots in there and let this kind of saute for another 30 seconds more. And after that, I'm going to put the radish and the garlic in.
And garlic.
So
I got to get busy
keep
then.
Chopping.
I'm just kind of messing things up here, aren't I? So there are several foods that you can use kale in right?
Several dishes.
Several different dishes that, that will make things handy dandy for you. You don't have to stick to the same thing all the time.
And the best way to cook it is to steam it.
Oh, really?
Believe it or not, yeah. Steaming kale is good, and you can leave the stems on, I guess you call the ribs, the big ribs. You can leave those on. You can take them off. For this recipe, we're going to take them off.
Okay. Alrighty.
And there are other superfoods, of course,
that go along with this.
That go along with kale. It's not just kale. We have superfoods that taste great. Experts say that avocados raise good cholesterol, lower the bad cholesterol, and help prevent heart disease. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No.
I know that berries are full of potassium, vitamin C, fiber, and vitamin E. I knew that, see?
Yeah, studies have shown that regular consumption of fish will help lower blood pressure and reduce inflammation.
All right, you like nuts, almonds, cashews? Oh, good news for you. Walnuts and peanuts, all full of heart-healthy fats that boost good cholesterol.
And guess what? One of my least favorite, scientists say cabbage can reduce the risk of cancers, including breast, lung, and prostate cancer.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm not a big cabbage guy either. Spinach contains a lot of antioxidants, as a matter of fact, packed with calcium, vitamins A and K, and omega-3 fats.
And tomatoes eaten on a regular basis can reduce the risk of cancer and heart disease. And if you cook the tomatoes, the nutrients are more easily absorbed. Okay, we're going to start. I'm going to have you put that garlic. I'm going to have you put that garlic in there right there.
Garlic going in.
And we're going to finish this up very quickly here.
And taste it here in just a little bit?
And taste it here in just a little bit.
That's going to be good.
All right.
How about a look at what's coming up in the news on the First at 5 on Fox 21, and a little bit later on, WBOC News at 6.